Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. So we got the post draw for the Preakness. We're all set there. Today's show, we're going to break down that post draw, any kind of good or bad pace scenarios. We're going to make some picks. And yes, we are going to draw the $20 split the pot in this episode. So stick around. Appreciate all the comments. They've been really great. Insights are great. I love how everybody's been so engaged and involved in the comments. So I'm proud of what this community is becoming. So thank you so much. If you want to join BS Nation, subscribe to the channel. It's free and easy to do. You just click that black subscribe button on your computer, or you can scan the QR code right above my head, and it will take you right to my homepage. So do not fret, as we are kicking off another Split the Pot draw for $20 to celebrate the following weekend's Memorial Day. We're going to give some California love, and we're going to go out to Santa Anita, and we're going to hit up that Hollywood Gold Cup. So in the comments, all the commenters will get in the draw. Just tell me your Preakness long shot in this one. Use that hashtag BHS if you want to participate. And we'll get into the racing. We're going to join the Preakness Stakes. It's a mile and 3/16 on the dirt. So let's get into the past performances. Preakness Stakes is a mile and 3/16 on the Pimlico dirt. Keep an eye out on that weather. I gave a report in the last video. It looks like it's going to be raining all week long pretty much and into Friday. Don't know what Saturday's going to look like, but we'll just see. And we're going to get into this. Number one, goal oriented, is Bob Baffert's sole entry. He had to scratch Rodriguez and gets Flavien Prat to ride once again after this monster 1 mile and a 16th romp in the slop on Derby Day. That he just took him to the house and beat horses like Hypnus and Bracket Buster, who ran in the Lexington Stakes. Bracket Buster ran second in to Gosker in the Lexington Stakes. So goal oriented, just waxed him poetic. He looked really good doing it. Very smooth trip. When you got a pilot like Flavien Prat, who's winning at a 27% clip on the year, no matter what track he's at, then you're in pretty good shape. So he's going to be high up on the list for Bob Baffert, looking for Preakness number 9. And here's our guy, journalism. Well, he wasn't my guy, but he's a guy. Mike McCarthy, Umberto Rispoli, is going to ride. You can see the monster numbers he's running. And if you want to call that declining speed, that I'll fight you on that, because he ran a monster race in the Kentucky Derby. But I mean, just 3 straight triple digits. He just really popped in that Santa Anita Derby. But he already proved he's sired by Curlin. So Curlin boys love the slop. He's already proven he could run it in the sloppy track on Derby Day. Just second best to our dude Sovereignty. Shout out, skipping the race. But journalism obviously is going to be the one to beat. We don't have to spend a lot of time on him. He's just really, really a good horse. So probably going to be the key horse. I keyed him in the Derby. Why not carry it over? All right. American Promise is the third horse. And then Dwayne Lucas, bringing back Nick Juarez to ride again. This one doesn't look so good. But he did run pretty good early. He got out of the traffic early on. Juarez did a pretty good job there, but I think he made a big mistake moving too early mid race and tired his horse out. Probably would have wore out anyway. It was a really tough race for any horse. He took advantage of this nice, dry, fast Virginia Derby track that was only a 1-turn, 9 furlong race, and roasted him out. I mean, he beat Render Judgment, was just the second place horse in this race, and he had no shot to win the Kentucky Derby. Risen Star, Southwest, you can see all the negatives, and he took him how many times to break his maiden. So I just, I love Dwayne Lucas, but sometimes he does just run these horses a little bit too much. But he did give this one the maximum break. So I do like that he got the full 49 days from the Virginia Derby to the Kentucky Derby, and now this is the second off the layoff. So that's his best bet. So hopefully the Justify Colt can pop. Heart of Honor is the kind of the unknown, the one that comes over from overseas, the Dubai runner-up by a nose, lost by a head to Galactic Star. Golden Vacoma ran second to that one, and Golden Vacoma wheeled back to win its next out. Now, Admire Daytona definitely did not look good in the Kentucky Derby. But that doesn't really put any negative feelings towards this horse, in my opinion. I think he's pretty solid, never worse than second. I think the value is going to be there. Now, the one thing I don't question, Safi Osborne, the daughter of the Jamie Osborne, she is a very, very good overseas jockey. You can see she rode the horse to both those races, so she's no joke, but she's never raced in the United States. So that's kind of a negative in my book. But Heart of Honor at 12 to 1 morning line, that should move up into the 20s, I would think. Now, here we go. We're going to get into Pay Billy. And this is the 20 to 1 long shot from local trainer Michael Gorham. They had a big contingency. The connections were there at the post draw last night. Gave him a shout out. Raul Mena back in the saddle. He's ridden this horse to many, many victories. I mean, he's only lost was by a nose in that first Miraclewood Stakes. So Laurel Park translates to Pimlico Park very well as far as conditions and similarities in track surface. So these last two, he's running good figures here. You can see he was in the 108 in the mid pace and then the 84, but he's good across the board. I mean, the 88 was a little bit slow on the draw and the early speed, but that's to be expected from sometimes lesser stakes races, but a good 96 in the middle and ran hard down the stretch. He can run. You can see he runs all in the 80s and 90s down the stretch. He's a really good look for me underneath. I'm already on record saying I'm just going to win place showing anyway, regardless. So hopefully those odds get way up there. I'd like to see a 27 to 30 to 1 on that. But here comes another potential contender from the Todd Pletcher barn. It's Irad Ortiz and River Thames, or as some others like to call it, Thames, but it's Thames, like the River Thames in England. I don't know why that's so hard for people to figure out. It's not like the river, nobody's ever heard of the River Thames. So anyway, uh, its potential will be definitely seen coming up. Todd Pletcher, 9 to 2. I like that. I think it's ideal. Stalking trip should have good value. I'd say probably second or third choice on the odds board. With Sandman in the race, that's definitely going to spread the love. Runner up to Sovereignty came from off the pace to finish third in the Bluegrass. Been out at Belmont Park, worked 4 furlongs and 48 and a quarter. Irad does retain the mount. Now, the only thing that worries me is a mile and 3/16. It's going to be a tough distance for him to get because he just didn't quite have the horse. He didn't exactly quit in this race, but he didn't have the horse to beat East Avenue or Burnham Square going a mile and an eighth, chasing a pretty hotly contested pace. So we'll have to see. I'll have to do a deeper dive into River Thames, but we are going to go break off right here, right now, and we're going to hope to pay Team BHS like they're going to pay Billy. So we're going to spin the wheel to right now to see who wins that $20 Preakness bet. Now, here's the rule. I'm going to spin the wheel 3 times. So the winner obviously will get the first to contact me, say by Friday sometime. But if I don't hear from you, I'll reach out to the next participant and then the next participant, and hopefully with 3 up, we'll at least get somebody to respond, and we'll get that $20 bet down and hopefully split that pot. So if your name is drawn, even if you're not the first winner, contact me via email or on X, Twitter, anyway, to let me know you're interested, and that way you're in the queue. So right now we're going to spin it. Congratulations, Tony Marsiglia, 4578. You are the winner of the $20 bet for the Preakness. So you can email me at BILLYAH35 at yahoo.com or message me via Twitter/X at Billy Ho Sports. If you're on X, give me a follow at Billy Ho Sports. I need to know 2 things. Obviously, number one, is your the way your method of payment. If we hit this split the pot, whether it's the Cash App like a Venmo or a PayPal, or I just need to write you a check and mail it to you, give me your address, I can do that too. So the number two is, Tony, what are you interested in betting on the Preakness? How do you want to use that $20? And we'll collaborate a little bit and come up with something, but we're going to keep it simple. We don't want to just do weird, wild stuff. So win place, maybe a little exact action. So just hit me up, let me know. Like I said, there is a clock on this, and I already know Jeremy, who is the second on deck, will contact me. He's already done so to get his consolation prize on a previous video. So I know Jeremy's in the house. Shout out Jeremy. And Donna T, 2062 is up deck or up next after that. So let's continue on with the racing. Okay, next up, post position 7 is Sandman. That's Mark Cassie, and Johnny V gets the ride. This one, massive overlay or underlay. I'm sorry, massive underlay. I mean, which means he was he should have been double digit odds in my opinion. I loved him in the Arkansas Derby, and we cashed in on that. But definitely ran an okay race, but if he didn't like the slop like some says, I don't know what he's going to do when it rains like it's supposed to in Baltimore. But I still don't like him. He's a closer. Closers don't win the Preakness. He does have some tactical speed. He ran this race right here, and you can see he's got some 94s. But if he's down here in these 81 79s, he's going to get left behind. Maybe he cleans it up if it's a real speed duel out front with those younger horses. I don't know, but Sandman is not going to be on my list once again. Now, moving on. Now, this one is an interesting one. This is Steve Asmussen, and this is Jose Ortiz, who jumped ship from Sandman to ride this horse. And he absolutely rolled him up running this 99 wire to wire. You can see the wire to wire jobs back to back after breaking the maiden, but very lightly raced. American Pharaoh is the sire, but you can see all the distance on the dam side and both sides of the fence there. So this one is a really good looking horse, very dangerous. Now the draw is okay, being outside because he's got good speed and he's got Sandman to his inside, who he should be able to get out in front of and get over to the rail. And definitely Jose is going to be trying to avoid going wide. So, and also actually off that 99 Briz figure now on a 49-day layoff. So it should be coming in fresh. So Clever again is definitely one I got my eye on. Let's wrap up the field with Gosker. 20-1 morning line, Brendan Walsh. Not the optimal draw for this lightly raced horse, who does seem to like to be out front. That number 6 out of 8 wanting to lead, but probably not going to get it. I'd say Luis Saez's best bet is to get over and get position and try to save as much ground as possible. This one is a sire by Nyquist. I think the distance is there. You got 7-1 and 7-6 on both sides, average win distance. And you can see how he just kind of presses and then stalks and closes like he did in Lexington. That's a good kind of mid-race tactical speed move. But you can see these E1, E2 fractions are a little bit light compared to the rest of the horses that are in the hundreds and still running 95s. Like Pay Billy still ran 95s, 91 out of Sandman. Or Clever again, this 105, 91, 98. Like horses like that, you can see 98, 88 for Sandman even. And then you see all the hundreds and 94s for River Thames. So I just don't think Gosker's good enough, to be honest with you. And you got to start making some stands against. So I'll take a stand against Gosker on this one. I do like the fact that he's working with stablemate Paris Lily that is in the Friday night's Black Eyed Susan. That is one that I'm definitely interested in Friday night. Paris Lily's my pick to win the Black Eyed Susan. So working hard, I think it's probably benefits Paris Lily working with Gosker rather than Gosker working with Paris Lily. But I don't know. He did run a 5 furlong bullet at Keeneland recently. Good horse. I just don't think he's going to win this race. So when it comes down to making the bet, and I'll have more later in the week, but if you want to beat journalism, I think it's likely going to be the one horse goal oriented Flavian Pratt aboard. You also have Jose aboard Clever again. Both those jockeys, like Pratt wins at a 27% clip and Jose is 24%. They're both the first and the third leading jockeys for the entire year of 2025. So, they fit that bill because they're both front runners, and one of them could get loose on the lead. They're definitely going to have to respect one another enough to not get in a speed duel. Because if they get in a speed duel and get like too hot of a pace, then journalism's obviously just going to mop up the floor with them hitting the stretch drive. So, but then they will still. River Thames is like one that will be hanging out with Sovereignty off the pace too, and he's going to have to outkick journalism as well down the stretch. But he's got the talent, and he is the fresher of the two horses. So I'm interested in that. But I think I'm going to go right now, go oriented to win the race, getting that inside rail trip like American Pharaoh. Justify got to the rail in the slop as well. Baffert knows how to win this race. He's won it 8 times. I'm thinking he's going to get number 9 this year. He had a disappointing Derby setup for him. He lost a horse and then got stuck on the rail with the other one. So I think that he can get in here and kick ass and take names. Obviously, number 2 journalism is 4 to 5. Not going to play that to win, but he is your most likely horse to win. He's just better. He's proven it, and all the other good things to say. And then you got the 2 post draw where he could save ground and be right there inside. So I'm going to use him as the key horse. Like I said, I did the same thing in the Kentucky Derby. Even though I picked Sovereignty to win, I like this horse and his chances to hit the board. I just think if he bet a trifecta key box, I don't see how you keep him off the board. So if I take the 2 key box 2 with the 1, 4, 5, and 6, you'll have horses like Goal Oriented, Pay Billy, and others in there. Obviously, River Thames is in, and then I think I might have to include the 8 horse as well. I didn't have him included there, so I just think one of the 2 speed horses. If I like Goal Oriented, I don't think the other one can hit the board, and vice versa. So I think that might be why I initially ruled him out. So 1, 4, 5, 6 underneath. Uh, Goal Oriented is a win, place, and show bet. It's catch me if he can, if he gets that rail, similar to what Seize the Gray did last year. Um, and then obviously Pay Billy, the number 5 horse, is going to be a win, place, and show for the heart, and hopefully the pocket if he hits. So that is your post draw preview. Don't forget to contact me, winners. And that's your post draw preview for this year's Preakness Stakes. Remember to subscribe, hit that like button, comment, hashtag BHS. We'll see you soon.